Alrighty, hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to another Power Lunch episode.
Yes. Happy Tuesday. If you're in Ottawa, it's kind of gross today. That's fine.
A little bit gloomy, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's rained all summer.
Yeah, if
We're
you're not
used
in
to it by
Ottawa,
now.
hopefully it's nicer where you are. If it is, kind of wish I was there, but that's okay. Yeah, hope everybody's had a great week. If you are new to watching our power lunches, welcome. We try to make these as interactive as possible. So, we started our first ones, we had slides and we decided we would get rid of those.
Mm-hmm.
And now we just have a discussion. So, Jeff and I will banter along about whatever the topic of the week is. And if you have anything that you want to add in, any questions you want to ask, anything from your experience that you want to throw into the conversation, please do. And of course, if you think this would be helpful for somebody else in your life, somebody else in your network, feel free to share. Obviously, they're live right now, but we do record them and we put them on our YouTube afterwards. So you can also find them on our YouTube.
Go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, Opinicon Investments. There's all the past ones we've done are up there, as well as some other good information. So feel free to go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything?
No.
Getting better at the spiel.
At the spiel, yeah. Put some comments below. Drop a like if you're here.
Yeah, let us know.
Share
Say
it with
hi.
your friends.
Yeah.
Today we are talking about furnishing rentals.
Yes.
I mean, specifically Airbnb, but just rentals in general, I think would qualify for this.
Yeah, our experience so far has been furnishing Airbnbs, but yeah, like you said, really this is just about how to furnish a decent sized, I don't want to say building, property, home,
Unit.
Sure, I like the word unit. A decently sized unit on a tight budget. You can actually find our first adventure doing this on YouTube, so on our YouTube channel.
Is it posted yet?
If it's not, we'll do it right after this.
I don't think it's posted yet.
But
we did basically like a vlog, video log, vlog.
A vlog. That's what the cool kids say.
we did that for the very first one that we did, which was absolutely intense. That was furnishing in under 48 hours. And that we didn't just challenge ourselves to do that. We actually had that deadline because we had to leave for a trip that we were taking, and we had a booking during our trip. So we had to get that ready before we left. And we gave ourselves a budget. I think we pretty much just had like 2,000 cash sitting around, and we said, let's do it with that amount of money. And we came in under the 2,000 actually. So
yeah,
cha-ching.
Sometimes I like to do crazy things just to see if I can do it, and then I convinced Jeff it was a good idea. And did you like me after still?
Well, we're here.
Yeah, that's true.
Good morning, Lori. Welcome.
Thanks for joining.
Looking to furnish 7 units in Cold Lake. All right. Well, hopefully we can help you.
Yeah, there might be, so if you're doing something to scale like that, there might be other better ways to do it than what we are going to talk about today, because we've only done it for really
like
a single unit. So there might even be better not better, but like even other ways to save beyond what we're going to talk about today, because now you're doing it to scale.
Buying in bulk a little bit more than what we are. But we still buy so we're buying our towels in bulk. I don't know. I guess we can dive right in. Yeah.
Well, no, let's finish off our what happened with our first one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So, like Jeff said,
It's my ADD.
So this was actually last summer at almost basically the same time that we decided to almost re-challenge ourselves to furnish an Airbnb. But yeah, we were like, we had the 48 hours, and we literally went into our drawer and we said, how much cash do we have? And the cash will make a little bit more sense once we get into a bit more about how we do some of our furnishing. But I think we had almost exactly $2,000 cash in our drawer. And we're like, why don't we do something really crazy and challenge ourselves to do it in 48 hours with literally the cash that came out of our drawer? So go check that out. That we'll post it on YouTube after this, because the video log I think just got complete. So we'll post that. Go check it out. It's wild. You see us really sweaty and gross.
It was really hot too.
It was really hot 2 days. But it was all with the same strategies that we used for the most recent one that we furnished.
Yeah. Honestly, it's a lot of running around. Like this isn't a get out of doing work. Like this, you got to put the work in. If you're going to do it on a budget, you are running around town and you are buying items and furniture used, refurbished, whatever, and furnishing those units, and that's the only way you can really get it done in a short period of time. Amazon Prime is really good as well because they do the 1-day delivery. But yeah, you have to put the work in, right? So we're just going to put a disclaimer out there that this isn't the way to do it if you don't want to lift a finger.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's you definitely get a little sweaty by the end of it, but if you are okay with that, then you can furnish an Airbnb on a pretty tight budget. So the one that we just did, we didn't go as crazy as the one last year. We did a 3-bed, 1-bath, main level of a bungalow. So it's an SDU. So there's 2 units. So we furnished the main level, 1-bed or a 3-bed, 1-bath, and did it for just under 4,000. This one was a bit more permanent, so we wanted it to be a little bit nicer than the other one. And
we actually have like almost like a theme, a color scheme. Like
we thought about this one a little bit. We learned from the first one.
We put a little bit more effort into it. The first one was a mishmash of everything, but hey, we got it done, and that was high five worthy at the end.
Yeah. So it's a little bit nicer. We spent a little bit more money, but I'd still say under $4,000 is pretty darn good.
Most people we talk to say that it's like you're $10,000 to furnish an Airbnb.
I think at the minimum. I've heard even 20.
Yeah.
So, and we did it in about a week and a half, but I'd say we really did it over, 3 days. We had a week and a half, but we procrastinated a little bit.
Yeah. So
because we knew we could do it in 48 hours. That was the problem.
Lori, yours are 3 bedrooms. So I'm guessing, and you can correct me, but are you planning to have 6 people be able to stay in your Airbnb?
6 plus, probably
6 plus, maybe. Yeah. 6 to 8, maybe. So ours is 3 bedroom. It's kind of 2-bed plus den. It has a really, really small bedroom that kind of got cut into for the laundry, but we're able to fit a bunk bed in that smaller room. 3 camp workers,
possibly with lives.
So 6.
Yeah, so you're looking at probably 6 plus then.
Yeah, so ours is like 4 adults and 2 children is kind of the...
Adults like bunk beds too.
Sure, they're small and
you can fit in the bunk bed.
Yeah, kind of cracked when I went on the top bunk, but
it's fine. And
furnishing for 6, yeah.
Yeah, and Aldi in Metcalf. That's where we are. We didn't furnish one in Metcalf. We live in Metcalf.
Don't tell people where we live. This is on the internet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's where we live. That's I'm interested to know where it is.
We're gonna edit this.
Okay, fine. I think people know that for the most part.
Not on YouTube. All right. So yeah, that's really cool. That's we'll have to chat about that more.
Yeah.
Offline.
Yeah.
Let's reach out.
I want to know. So, some of our secrets. How did we do this on such a tight budget? I think we gave away, and we've kind of already talked about one of our biggest ones was putting in the sweat equity part of it. Mm-hmm. Hi, Oksana. Good to see you. Welcome. And that's something that we were prepared to do. Transforming smart. I love it.
We met at an event. I think we talked about this already. We talked about the loft over your garage.
I love it. I love it.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You told me about that afterwards. Mm-hmm. So
that's really cool. I'm excited to maybe see it if
yes,
you do a little tour sometime.
Yes, please let us know. So yeah, the sweat equity part is a big part of if you want to do this on a budget. A lot of people look to do everything brand new. So they're ordering stuff off of different websites. They're going to
Wayfair. They're going
still like
local stores,
inexpensive places typically, but they're looking to do everything new. And that's really convenient because you can order, you can order a full bedroom set from certain places, and then your bedroom's basically done. You can order like a full, I don't know, full living room set, and then that's done. So obviously that's an easier way to do it, and then you're guaranteed that everything's going to match as well. But that's not necessarily how you're going to do everything on a very strict budget.
Yeah, and you can do that from your living room, right? You can just go on your phone, just order everything off of their website and have it shipped and delivered to the Airbnb.
Yeah, exactly.
You can even, I think they have installation services
Yeah.
as well. So you could literally do this without lifting a finger, but you're going to pay.
Yes. And I think that's a really important part. If this is...
Lori makes the point that I was actually just about to make. So after the first tenant, it's all used stuff anyways. Exactly. These are rentals. It's not like you're flipping a furnished house or something and you want everything to be brand new. They're rentals. They're going to get used and abused. So be prepared to replace beds. Be prepared to replace items, right? Because they're going to get ruined over time.
Yeah, and I mean, they can get ruined quickly, right? If the tenants really use and abuse something, it can be ruined after
one use.
We've had that actually. So in the one that we did in 48 hours, we got basically a brand new day bed in there, and we got it used. But the people that we bought it from had really, like, they'd never really used it, and I think it was almost just out of box or something like that. And it was ruined after the first tenants.
Yeah, they had a dog stay in the room that it was in, and that dog put holes in it.
Yeah,
like chewed the pillow and chewed holes in the seams and stuff like it. It wasn't really fixable. You'd have to replace it or put a whole new cover on it or something.
Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind, that if you're doing all of this stuff brand new, it is going to be easier. So if you're someone who has, it comes back to your like time, money, balance, right? Like if you're someone who has some extra money, but you don't have a lot of time, then maybe doing everything brand new and buying these sets is the way to go. But, if you have the time to be able to do this and to be able to put in that little extra elbow grease to find some stuff in some of our favorite places like Marketplace, then do that. You're going to save some money, but it's going to be more of your sweat equity and more of your time. So why don't we talk about that first? Because that was probably where we got the majority of our stuff from, was on Facebook Marketplace.
Majority of the big items, yes.
Yeah, big furniture items.
Furniture came from Marketplace. So really, it's just a matter of going on Marketplace in your local area and just finding the stuff that's going to work for your unit, making sure that it's the right size, and being able to go and pick it up, right? So we have a truck, and we actually borrowed my dad's trailer for this. So
sometimes you gotta get creative. Maybe you don't have a truck, but you can rent a truck, and that's still gonna be cheaper.
Go on Turo. There's a nice truck that's available that you can rent. I rent my truck out on Turo.
Yeah. So, and you can get creative. Like there's always a way to figure it out. So maybe for you it means renting a truck for a day or two, and
48 hours.
It takes scheduling. So you have to. You go on Marketplace and you have to basically map out your stops.
Yeah. So we would do probably 3 or 4 stops in one day. And it's just a matter of coordinating with everybody that you're going to be picking this stuff up, saying I need to be in this area of town around this time to pick up a couple of things.
And I know a lot of people are, some of the comments that we get are like, aren't you worried about like the condition? Aren't you worried, like bed bugs comes up a lot. And, that there's a small risk to that, but I think you can get a pretty good idea of the quality of what you're going to be getting when you go to the property. So you have to be willing, like when you go to pick up the item, to walk away from it. Like even if you've put in all that effort to coordinate, if you get there and it's not the condition that you thought it was going to be in, you have to be willing to walk away from that.
Move on. Also check. So like I went into a house to pick up a bed and mattress. So I did get a used mattress. And the first thing I did when I walked in, I was like, does it smell like smoke in here? Like I really want to ensure that it's not going to be, because if I bring that out, obviously that smell is going to be all over that mattress and all over the ingrained into the wood for the bed frame. So that was something that I was conscious of. And then also just looking around, like, is the house kept in a decent cleanliness, right? If it's absolutely filthy in there, maybe there's a good chance that you're going to have bed bugs or dust mites or whatever.
Yeah. And I think the other thing is doing some digging into how they use that furniture. So I know the one that you picked up, it was their spare room that like hardly ever got used. So,
Mm-hmm.
we made the decision. We're like, hey, if they've used this bed once or twice and that's it in its lifetime, it's probably going to be in pretty good shape when we pick it up. Because the last thing you want is one of those mattresses that like sinks into the
Sinks
middle,
in the
or they
middle.
have like
You'll hear that on the
a
reviews in
human.
your Airbnb, that's for sure.
Yeah, because you still want your guests to have a good experience and you want them to be comfortable. So
Yeah.
you also have to take the time to ask the questions. How was this used? We picked up a couch and the girl lived in a bachelor unit, so she hardly used her couch because her bed was like right there. So, and she only had it, I think, for a year and a half or something like that. So you just ask the questions to make sure that the product that you're buying is still a good product. You're not just going on and buying crap just to hit your budget.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is part of that elbow grease. You have to talk to a bunch of people on Marketplace. You have to be willing to deal with Marketplace because it is not always a fun place to be on.
Yeah, and willing to negotiate
Yeah.
as well. That's crucial, I think. So people are going to put their asking price, and you can negotiate.
Yeah.
We've probably saved hundreds of dollars off of just the furniture we bought there because we were negotiating $50 off here, $50 off there, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Just making sure that it's going to be worth your while and you're not overspending on stuff.
Yeah. And because, again, this comes to the balance of like your time and money. People will give away, if not close to give away, really good stuff just because they don't want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go, I picked up stuff for free because people they didn't have a truck. They didn't know how to get rid of it. They just wanted to they didn't even want to bring it to the curb because it was too heavy and they didn't want to deal with it. So if you're willing to like be there when you need to be there and like move the thing that they want moved, sometimes they'll just give it to you for free because they just don't want to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Moving sales are a really good one.
Yeah,
too.
search for moving sales on Facebook.
Yeah,
sure.
we've
Or
gotten
Kijiji
a lot of
or whatever you use.
We've gotten a lot of good stuff on. Like if you just search moving sales, sometimes people will have like a whole bunch of stuff listed all at once, and you can go and pick up a bunch of stuff. And we've even gone to pick up one item, and it ended up that they were moving. So like, hey, do you need a desk? Do you need a chair?
Oh,
do you
yeah,
need a TV?
Yeah, that was where we got that day bed. We got a TV for $20. It's like not an amazing TV, but it was a flat screen TV. I had to put it up on the wall because it didn't have a stand.
Yeah,
but it works.
It doesn't have antennas, so like, there's that.
I don't know, 37 inches or something. Like it's a decent TV for a living room in an Airbnb, right? I paid $20 for it.
Yeah.
And then we got a desk from that same person.
Yeah.
I want to say something else too, but yeah, we weren't even expecting to. We had the room for it, and we had the cash on us, so we bought a couple more things.
Yeah. So I think as far as Marketplace goes, is the biggest things are be willing to put the time in and search through Marketplace and go on. Like I think we were on every day, basically.
Multiple times a day. Yeah.
Both of us, like searching through, if anything new got posted, putting in different like keywords to maybe people have things like things listed in a different way, dining room table, whatever. Yeah. Under moving sales, sometimes it shows up.
You can even put in trigger words that will notify you when something gets posted in your area with that word. So if you're looking for a specific IKEA model, for example, mm-hmm. of a bed or something, then you can search for that.
Yeah. So that's a big one, is be willing to put the time in to find the right item, you're not just picking up crap. You want to make sure you're getting good stuff. So doing your due diligence on the item, making sure it's going to be in good shape, negotiating a price, not just necessarily accepting what it's listed for. You'd be surprised. I had some people that I felt like I was lowballing a little bit, so that, we'd do the whole meet in the middle, because that's how most people negotiate, is the good old meet in the middle. And they just accepted what I offered them. So ask, right? Yeah. There were some people that said no.
If you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, there were some people that said no, they were firm. And I was like, you know what? It's still probably worth that price anyway, so sure.
Yeah.
So ask, see what happens. So be willing to negotiate. And then go look at the item. Be willing to map out your route. And if you get to that place and the item's not good, be willing to walk away from it and be okay with that. Don't feel like, now you're obligated to purchase this because you've put the time in and you're there and, now it's kind of yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a little bit of a pro tip on if you buy stuff used, like if you buy IKEA used off Facebook Marketplace or anywhere really, you can go to IKEA if you're missing hardware. So the beds that I got, I was actually missing some of the screws and stuff that you need. And I just went to IKEA. I went to the return section or customer service, whatever, and then just asked them for the specific pieces that I was missing and that I needed for that model of bed. So they just handed them to me. And
Yeah,
that was it. They didn't check for a receipt or anything.
yeah.
Good thing because I didn't have one. But
Yeah, so little things like that that can, I think that's where we honestly saved a good chunk of our money was on Marketplace.
yeah, we also went to Salvation Army thrift shop. They have some furniture there.
Dishes.
Dishes are really good.
Dishes were huge.
Any kitchen items really actually coming
Yeah.
from, because again, guys, it's used, right? It's going to be going into a rental. It's
And
going to be
dishes
used
are
after the
easy to
first.
wash.
Yeah.
You just scrub them and then they're clean.
Yeah.
And
Restore, we got blinds
yeah,
or curtains.
yeah,
They were cheap.
yeah.
So
So I don't know if that is
inexpensive.
Is that
I
an
won't say
Ottawa
cheap.
thing or is Restore
No, Habitat for Humanity Restore. They should have them, I think, pretty much everywhere.
some probably your more major centers? We didn't
Maybe.
have one in Thunder Bay, so it's I don't think. Maybe we did.
There you go.
I don't
So
know.
you don't know.
I don't even know.
Restore, Salvation Army. I don't like Value Village myself, but that's a personal thing,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, which is okay. But yeah, we found I found a box that had, it was like a set of 12 big Corel plates, and it was like 11 small Corel plates. Corel is awesome because I try to find something that if it breaks, I can replace it really easily. So I would avoid things like patterned plates that it's going to be hard to find and find again if it breaks. Like a white Corel plate.
You can find that
super
at
easy.
Walmart, and you can buy it by the individual, right?
Yeah.
So if you need to replace it in a pinch, easy. Very
Yeah.
easy to do.
Don't get too fancy with it. People like clean, white.
What-
It is.
What are we using for drinking glasses?
Oh, mason jars. So we drink out of mason jars at our house. The unit itself is also like, it's a country. It's, I think on Airbnbs it's called like cozy chic is what it's called, or country chic or something like that. So the mason jars were perfect. I think we actually got those for free. Someone was giving away like a bunch of mason jars at one point.
Yeah, we got them out of our cupboard.
Yeah, we got them out of our cupboard.
Oh yeah, we got them for free before
we
that.
got them for
Yeah, I
someone
mean everybody's
else.
giving away mason jars all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I think it's crazy unless you're like doing jam by the bulk and selling it. I don't think you should be buying mason jars new.
Yeah.
So if you are, I'm sorry, but that's my opinion.
You can find them really easily, and they make it was like a cool. Obviously, it might not be the vibe for your Airbnb, but for us, it was kind of the vibe of the Airbnb was that like country feel anyway. So we have other like another set of glasses in there, but the main drinking glasses are actually mason jars, which is kind of fun.
Yeah, we have regular mugs as well. I think they're
the
Corel. Again,
the mugs
like,
also came from Salvation Army.
thrift store. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, free sites like the Facebook Marketplace
Yes.
buy nothing sites. People are giving away kitchen utensils and stuff all the time.
And even just decor.
Decor is really good.
People
People just give away random things that it's like, hey, you know what? That would actually look really good in the Airbnb.
Yeah, and some of them will even allow you. I know one of them has like a wish list Wednesday, and you can go on and say like, I think I want, like I just said, like looking for fake plants, because like I don't want to be putting real plants in an Airbnb because I can't even keep a real plant at home. Never mind it in an Airbnb where I'm not always there. And the greenery is nice, so I decided like looking for fake plants and got some fake plants that way. There were some like there's a mirror that I think we may have bought that mirror, but again, it was off of it was like a bundle of a bunch of stuff because the dude was moving.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look on the free sites, sometimes you can even do like a wish list Wednesday or something and actually ask for something that you're looking for. Ideally, you're
It's hard
also
to do in 48 hours if you're doing it that way, but
it is. But if you have a week, a Wednesday will happen or
That's true.
whatever.
That's true.
But I would encourage you, if you are going to be using the buy nothing sites, like make sure you're also participating in the buy nothing. Like you're also at some point giving, and maybe it's you pick something up for your Airbnb that you didn't end up using, and now you can give that back onto your buy nothing site.
Yeah. Receipts. So I have a little receipt book that I bought. Yeah, it's just like whatever, 50 receipts. You just write out the receipt. People on Marketplace will do this. You just write it out for them, and you put in the amount, and now you have a handwritten receipt, which is we were able to use it on our taxes, right? So all of this stuff, even though we're buying it off Marketplace, it's still an expense. So we can still do that, or a capex, depending on whatever. Talk to your accountant, but you have the receipt for it, so you can actually write it off.
Yeah,
which is I think was brilliant to be able to do. And I was the first two I didn't ask for receipts because I thought I felt weird doing it. But then the next one, the guy was like, "Yeah, no problem." I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
maybe that's not a weird request. Just
yeah,
fill it out for them, and then all they have to do is write their name and sign it, and it's easy. They don't care."
yeah. So obviously Marketplace, Facebook. We didn't do a lot on Kijiji, but again, that can be area specific too. Like some areas are better on Marketplace, some are better on Kijiji. I think you just have to get to know your area and where most people
Some are Craigslist. I think.
Still maybe.
Not sure.
So just get to know your area and where people are selling stuff.
Dishes at IKEA are pretty cheap too, especially wine glasses.
Yeah. So we actually got our wine glasses from the thrift store.
Salvation Army, yeah.
But again, like IKEA is another really good place to get dishes. I know their wine glasses are pretty inexpensive as well, and then also easy to replace. Then,
yeah. There was a question which I want to go back and answer. It was about providing cable TV service. We do provide internet. If the TV bundle with internet is decent, then sure, I'll provide TV. I also added a Chromecast to the TV, so if they have Netflix, all they have to do is stream it from their phone, and they can stream it to the TV. So adding a Chromecast to the TV, I think is critical, and then TV, I think, is probably a bonus. They may just want to flip channels. They don't want to use their Netflix or whatever. But yeah, I put a Chromecast on the TV. One of those new ones that has the remote, and that remote actually controls the TV too. So I don't even need the regular remote. No confusion.
And then Lori here is also saying if you keep the ad and the pickup conversation on Marketplace, and it might even be safe to do all of it. You get the receipt, keep the conversation, keep the ad. I don't know if you had a conversation with.
I did.
Okay.
I did do that for the two that I didn't do the receipts for. I took a screenshot of our conversation, agreeing on the price, and I took a screenshot of the actual ad itself, and I added that to those, and I still put them into my books. I talked to my accountant about it. She didn't like the idea of it, so I guess it depends. What's CRA going to do when they see it? Who knows?
Document as much as you can.
Yeah, documentation is key. But if you can get a receipt, honestly, do it. It'll be much better. They will take a handwritten receipt. I know that over a conversation on Facebook.
So yeah, so that's Marketplace. I think Marketplace, thrift store, that kind of stuff.
Most of the furniture we got from those places, yes. Actually. And I actually was able to get, for this one, the same style of IKEA bed for the 2 bedrooms, 2 queen beds, and then the bunk bed that matches.
Yeah.
All 3 rooms have the same furniture, like the same
style.
Yeah.
And that's model. Where like you have to put the work in to find that, right? Like that's not necessary. Maybe you have themed rooms where they're all a little bit different. But if you put some work in, especially with IKEA furniture, a lot of people will, because IKEA it seems to be like the turnover furniture, right? Like people will get that for now until they upgrade to their like forever bed frame or whatever. So you tend to be able to find them still in decent shape at a pretty good price. So
yeah.
And then so IKEA, I found a place in IKEA that I never knew existed.
If you don't know about the as is section at IKEA,
I didn't know.
You need to go to IKEA more often.
Okay, so to be fair, I'm terrified of IKEA. I went once when I moved to Ottawa, and never again until this because I was scared.
But how great was it? So
It was great.
we walked into IKEA saying,
Because
okay, I know that they're selling twin mattresses. I know that they're $150. They're on sale right now. So we walked into IKEA in order to, number one, get the missing screws that my beds were missing. Number two, buy a mattress. And I think we were going to look to see if there was other stuff. I think we had a desk to buy and stuff like that. This was like crunch time, by the way.
this was the day that the tenants were moving in.
This was, we don't have any more time to try and find stuff on Marketplace. The tenants are moving in at 5 and it's now 3 p.m. So we
It's noon.
Sure. So we walk into the customer service section first. Like, you got to put yourself in line because it takes half an hour for them to ever see you. Right beside customer service is as is. So we walked into the as is section after that, and what do we see? Like, very first thing we see, and it was like further into the as is section,
And there was someone looking at it.
And there was somebody looking at it.
It was meant to be. So I'm like, I look into the as is section. I'm like, Jeff, I think that's a twin mattress. I think that's the one we're looking for.
Sure enough, twin mattress sitting there, and it was floor model. So it was, yeah, it was clean. It was actually, they had it wrapped in a fitted sheet. So we just bought the whole thing with the fitted sheet, kept it clean on the drive. But yeah, we found that twin mattress. We got a desk. We got a few things from there.
Yeah. So that was really good. We got a lot of, and again, this is you having to do some searching. This is you putting in some elbow grease. It's a little bit more difficult than walking through IKEA, seeing the nice display and picking up the thing that you want. You have to kind of walk in and get a bit creative because we found this, like, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It's like
some sort of a shelf.
I guess. But we were looking for like a shoe mat or somewhere for people to put their shoes, and it was very specific how big the mat was going to have to be because it's like this little indent at the entrance.
How did you measure it? How do you know how big it was?
Like this. I was like, it's about that long, Jeff. This is how I measure things. It's about that long. We've also learned that my ability to measure that way is very poor. In this
No, but
adventure.
it fit. It worked.
Yeah. So this was interesting because we looked at it and we're like, this is really cool. What could this be? And we decided that it would be a good spot for people to like put shoes on this shelf when they walked in, and it fit perfectly where we need that shoe mat to be. Mm-hmm. So again, where you're getting things at a good price, getting creative with things, you might have to make something be something it wasn't originally meant to be.
That's right. I just noticed that we have, so this is also from the Airbnb. we just kind of throw stuff in here.
We're surrounded by Airbnb stuff now.
We bought what are those? We bought paper towels. So I guess, sorry, were you done with that thought? Before, because that's this whole other tangent.
Yeah, I think the idea was there. And what we did when we were in the as is, we just like, we looked for stuff that could work. Maybe it wasn't an ideal situation, but maybe it was actually better than what we were thinking, because this shelf was now also a piece of furniture that like made the space more interesting than just throwing a mat down. Yeah. So
if people don't know to put their shoes on it,
well, then that's
we might have to put a little sign that says.
I took a picture with my shoes on it in the Airbnb ad.
Okay, well, that's good.
I tried.
Costco. So I don't know if you have a Costco membership. If not, maybe just get one if you have a Costco near you. But they have lots of good stuff in bulk. So white towels. Oh yeah, and that's another thing for your Airbnbs. White sheets, white towels. You can bleach it if it gets stained.
So those are things that we get
easy.
New.
Yes.
That's not something I would recommend getting on the used.
Yeah,
sites.
if you want a good rating, you want your towels to be bright white. You want your sheets to be bright. So people will try and be nice and clean the towels for you, but they'll do it with their blue jeans, and now all of a sudden your white towels turn blue.
Yeah, it's sad.
We don't use those ones anymore. We pulled those out. We put nice white new ones in. But they sell, like, the pack was massive for the towels, and it gave you everything. You gave you the bath towels, the face towels, and face cloths.
It was in separate packs, but they were all together in one spot. So you got like the same,
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, same bath towels, same face towels, same hand towel.
Yeah,
you get a ton of them.
Yeah.
So that's where we do that. I think that's also
It was like 20 of each or something.
that and Walmart was another good spot. So we got like some sheets and bedding from Walmart. Yeah, so that's where we got some of our new stuff. And really, if you think about the things that you really, really wouldn't want to be used, like your towels, your sheets, bedding, that kind of stuff, we get that new because I think that's important.
Yeah.
When
you don't want it to be stained. You don't want it to. Yeah.
You want that to be in good shape. So, but yeah, you can still find good deals. You just have to be a bit economical about it. Like you don't have to go to Bed Bath and Beyond and get like, the nicest towel that they have. Getting these packs of 5 bath towels at once. I think the face cloths are like, you get like 20 or something. It's ridiculous. You get so many of them.
You had trouble finding white sheets this time, right?
Yeah, I think that was just the store I was in. The store itself didn't have a lot of like it didn't have very good stock.
Amazon. I ended up getting white sheets off Amazon.
Amazon's another good spot.
Amazon, we did a big order of Amazon. I don't know if anybody saw my Facebook post, but it was like just like the outdoor camera view of our house, and you could see that the Amazon guy came and dropped off like, I don't know, 10 boxes or something of Amazon items.
Yeah, they have good like pairs of lamps, good good sheets, good pillows. We got like packs of...
So this is actually one pack for some reason we didn't use. But this is how their pillows come. So this is a pack of 2 pillows, 2 queen size pillows. I don't know why we didn't use these.
And they're nice. I know they look really flat right now, but it's like those mattresses when you like unfold them.
Yeah, it's just like airtight. And I think they unfolded really quickly, right?
Yeah, it was great. I was worried about them because I was like, man, the guests are coming in like 2 hours. These better fluff up. But as soon as I opened it, they went.
Yeah,
and great.
You'll go through cleaning supplies and paper towels and toilet paper and stuff. So if you can get that in bulk, I think Amazon probably does bulk as well, but we just do it from Costco.
Yeah, that even like hand soap. We have like the hand soap containers that we just get the big Costco thing. We fill those up. Shampoo, conditioner. I have like a shampoo and conditioner container. Those get filled up with like a bulk size version.
Pillows are from Amazon. Sorry, we got to catch up on some questions here. Do you keep an inventory list of items visible to your guests so they don't take and break? Yes, we do. Actually, we just did that today.
Yeah, I basically just made a list of everything that was in the Airbnb. We don't keep everything in the Airbnb, so we have, I think, like 6. The Airbnb is set up for 6 people, so we have like 6 big plates, 6 small plates, 6 bowls, and where I mentioned we have 12 big plates, but that way they're not all in the Airbnb all at once. So we have some that we can go in and replace if something were to be broken or taken or whatever. But we do have an inventory list because things like face cloths go missing. Cutlery likes to go missing. It just likes to disappear.
People like to take hangers.
Hangers like to disappear. So yeah, keeping a list of everything that you have in the Airbnb. And I mean, we haven't run a ton of Airbnbs, so this may not be the way to do it. And there might be someone who knows better than we do. We just like to do things on a budget, and that's what we're good at.
Yeah. This isn't a whole like tips and tricks for running Airbnbs. No, we're not the Airbnb experts. For sure, we've done a couple, but that's it.
Yeah. So I don't know if
we're good at furnishing very quickly and on a tight budget.
Yeah.
That's what this is about.
Yeah. I don't know if like only having so many plates there and keeping some with us is the way to do it. We'll find out. We're gonna play with it a little bit. But at least you know what is in your Airbnb, and you know if something gets broken. Because you can also like charge damages and stuff if someone breaks a bunch of plates or something like that.
I think I'm losing comments here, but one of the places I rented had a list of items, inventory of plates and cups, and its replacement cost taped inside the kitchen cabinet door. No, but you can but you can also charge after the fact.
Yeah, I guess it's up to you. And again, we definitely aren't like the experts on running an Airbnb. We are just really good at furnishing on a tight budget. So
yeah,
I don't know what the right answer is for that. We'll find out, I guess.
I'm trying to get
I think there was another one that we.
Yeah, we missed a comment here. I'm trying to get it. Oh, Amazon has the best prices for bed frames and beddings. Beddings, yes. Bed frames, sure. That's, I don't know. I never even really thought to
We
check
got ours
Amazon
off of
for
Marketplace
that.
for very cheap.
Marketplace. Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Very inexpensive.
Yeah, we did Marketplace for pretty much everything
Anything
big.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towels, cups, and plates tend to break. They
Yes,
do.
they
So
do.
by again, so maybe you came in late, but we were talking about the plates that we got are just white Corel, easy to replace, easy to buy one off if you need to. Um, yeah, I think that's really the best way to do it.
Yeah. So I think really that those are the ways that we've found were helpful when we were wanting to do things on a tight budget.
Mm-hmm.
You can create as tight a budget as you want. Like we probably could have done this in under 2000 again, but we had a little bit more time. We didn't necessarily want to do it under 2000. I think still
we were
doing
going for more of like a nice looking more matching.
And it was exhausting. Like
Yeah.
you'll see if you do go back and watch the video on YouTube, it is exhausting. Even doing it under 4,000 in about a week and a half was exhausting. So it really depends on how much you're willing to put into doing that furnishing. Because it takes furnishing an Airbnb is exhausting to begin with. If you're going to be doing it on a tight budget in a short period of time, it's even more exhausting because you're putting in that extra like elbow grease to get it done. So it's really cool. It's a fun challenge, but just be ready to put in
the work and be tired at the end of it.
Yeah.
I put together those two pieces of IKEA furniture. So we did buy two things from IKEA brand new. Two little pieces of furniture. Again, it was crunch time. We had no time to try and find anything else, and we were already there. So I put those together probably in record time.
Yeah.
That was incredibly fast. If I can tap myself on the back.
Yeah, it was really fast.
I think it was two pieces of furniture for it. I think I did it in under an hour or something. I just powered through it.
Yeah. And don't worry, they're safe. They are together properly.
Yeah, I used like real tools. I don't use the stuff that comes with it. No, I can't.
So yeah, I think that kind of concludes how we some kind of tips and tricks on how we did it to do it on a budget. Obviously, this isn't for everybody. If you have a full-time job and you need to spend time doing that and you don't have time to put in to do this on a budget, it might not be the method for you, and that's that's totally okay.
Yeah, if you have a full-time job, you can use the money you make from your job to help build your side hustle, right? Like I think that's a crucial way of looking at it.
Yeah, but it's also fun, and it's if you're doing stuff on Marketplace, it's a really good way to practice your negotiating, to get comfortable with negotiating. I think it was nice for us to kind of we negotiate all the time, but to just practice our way through that. And yeah, it's kind of fun to challenge yourself to see what you're able to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
that was fun.
That's that. If you have any other questions for us or want to know something very specific about what we did, send us a message. As always, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, maybe you saw us post something that we were up to and you want us to chat more about it, let us know, send us a message. We are always looking for things to discuss, and this is for you who attend all the time and for you who watch these after we make them. We want this information to be helpful, so let us know if there's something that you want us to touch on.
Well said.
Thank you. And this will be on YouTube after if you want to rewatch it. Our vlog, video log, vlog, whatever the cool kids say, will also be on YouTube. That goes over the
first one
under $2,000 in 48 hours, which was absolutely insane. So go check that out. And otherwise, we will see you next week, Tuesday, 12:30 Eastern.
Right here.
Right here. Okay. Until next time.
Bye, guys.